So template is applied and we can see that our ASP.NET MVC application built on .NET 8.0 Iron 1 in my last video. I have created that Git repo and cloned in my machine. Also, I picked one template online and downloaded that one. That is still in the zip file. And the third thing was we have created a brand new project and we have started with ASP.NET Core template. So if you see, this is the default code and we place that inside that folder, and the folder hierarchy is now something like this. We have the Git configuration folders and also we have a source folder .ignore file at the root, and inside the source folder we have that solution we created last time, and we haven't still commit and push the repo yet, so let's do it. These files are visible here. As soon as we add anything on that Git folder, that will start appearing in your Git client or Git CMD. So for that one, I will say edit ASP.NET MVC template, and we can commit that one. Once the changes are commit, we can push them to the repo. We now proceed with push, and it's very easy to start with a GitHub GUI tool. On the command line, we have more control, but we have to remember those commands. So I will prefer and recommend to go with the GUI tool for Git to start with. All right, next thing would be to see that Git repo. So we can clearly see that there is a commit 1 minute ago, and if we see the source folder, we will find our website here. So everything is committed, which is good. So next step would be to start that web application. I will open up the Visual Studio. Let's see how it looks now. And in that folder, outside of that source folder, I can put the template and we can simply extract that template here. So everything should be visible. Can name it HTML template and can move everything inside that HTML template folder. And let's give it a run to see that that was the template we downloaded last time. Yeah, so this is a template we used last time, so it's good. We can use it inside our MVC template, but before that, just give it a run to see everything looks good. So this is the running project at the moment. All right, so after that, first thing first, we will need to implement that HTML template into our website. For that one, best way is to understand the structure of that template. What I mean by that, because we know that there is a concept of layout file inside the MVC project. If we expand the views in the shared folder, we have that layout file. So the common things should be sit here, which includes everything above the container, the body container, and below the body container, you can see that the container is common and everything inside that container is rendered on runtime. So we can put and replace common things here, and the actual page body will go to the actual view file. What I mean by that, let's give it a try. So we can see that we have HTML head body, and we can see that there is a div with page wrapper ID and header wrapper. We know that header is a common component. We can keep that here. The banner is supposed to be the main page, so we can move that one to index.html file, index.cs HTML file basically. So we have features, banner, main, and footer. All right, so let's visualize what are these different components. So again, I will go to the template folder and I will open this one with Chrome because it's a bit easy to inspect those elements in the Chrome. Okay, next thing would be to visualize what are the different components. So we have logo header component, which is this one, then the banner wrapper and the features wrapper and the main wrapper and the footer one. So everything between footer and header will be moved to the, so everything between header and footer will be moved to the index.cs HTML for our home default action, and everything out of these three components will move to our layout file. So let's give it a try. So we will be picking components from here like this one, and that is the footer. We need this one as well. For the simplicity, I can just comment this whole code. Shortcut is Control K, Control C. Everything will be comment out. And here in the bottom, I will be start adding these common pieces. So we have covered the wrapper, and I think we forgot to copy the header as well. So we will be copying header part as well like this. So now we have header, footer. What is this about? Okay, we have the matching element. All the header is not copied. We need to copy all the header. So I need to all the header this, and header goes here. Now we have header, footer, and between those we need render body tag. So this will dynamically put HTML inside that layout file. Now we can clearly see that there is a CSS file inside assets folder, and there are a couple of JS files inside again the assets folder. At some point we will be bundling them, but for now let's keep them as it is. The only thing we will need is to pick them from root, and that's a way to pick them. So we will be appending that those two characters before every asset URL. All right, that was the third step. The fourth one is we need to move those assets into the www root folder. So because this is the default root directory for all those static files, designs, images, and libraries. So for that one, I will go to the template, and we need both of these folders. I can copy and paste into the www root folder. So we have images and CSS and the assets. And next thing would be to find any image. And for that one, I can go for this no image. That's good. If there is no image, let me press Ctrl S and launch the application now to see how it looks. So we have applied that template to our MVC project, and we can clearly see that the layout is implemented. Yeah, links will not be working. That's fine. And the main content is not aligned properly. So for that one, and we already know that for that one, there were few components which will need to be added into index.cs HTML file. So we can copy them from here, and we can directly go to the views home, because we know that index.cs HTML is our default page, and this was the view that was appearing left aligned in our template. We can paste our content here, and let's double check the all different elements. Banner, we need features, and the main wrapper of the body. Yeah, that looks good. And again, let's double check any images if we are having here. So for that one, I will search for image tag. Yes, we have couple of images. Again, we need to append those characters just to make sure that those are getting picked from the root folder. So if there are multiple lines and all are aligned properly, we can just hit control and drag, and we can place and paste on different lines at the same time. So let's go next. Almost all are covered. Control S, Control F5. So now we have our template applied to our MVC application, and this is as identical as our actual HTML template. We can see that there is no difference. So everything is applied properly. So that was all for this video. In case of any questions or query, do ask me in the comments. Let me know if that video was helpful by clicking like button, and see you in the next one.